Okay, guys, so I'm gonna start off where I stopped when the lawyer came back, and then she told me, "Oh, Josephine," I told the lawyer I have a friend that the husband is abusing. I didn't want to tell the lawyer that's me because African people, they'll judge you. They'll just judge you when they don't even know you. They don't know your story. They talk about you. So I was like, yeah, I have a friend, and then the friend, my friend, her husband is abusing her. She would like to tell you. I told her about you, and she would like to talk to you. And they were like, so put her on the phone. So when she said put her on the phone, I was like, that's me. She turned around, she looked like me. Josephine, stop playing. I was like, yeah, that's me. You don't believe me? She said, stop. I said, well, let me tell you this. First of all, I came into this country without no visa. So that alone is like illegal. You cannot get green card for that. You have to go back home and file, come back again. So she was like, you? I said, yes. You can prove it? When she said, can you prove it? I laughed. I was like, okay, prove that I've been abused? I think I got proof. She was like, no, you don't have proof. You never been abused. You always come here, laugh, and play so much. You talk about you being abused. I was like, yeah. And then when I said, she looked at me like, well, talk to me about it. I was like, okay, so I'm going to start from not coming with a visa. And can you help me? Because she said, can I help you? Do you have proof? I was like, if I give you proof, you're not going to believe it. So when I start talking, then I start crying. And she was like, well, you need to stop crying. So you've been abused. You've been here in this shop for 14 years. Nobody knows this. I was like, yeah, I've been here for a while. How long you've been in America? I told her. So she gave me a business card, and we started. And I started telling her my story. She would write it down. We took a day. We talk about my story. She would call me the next day. We talk about my story. She was writing it down. She's a very good lawyer, so she took all my story down from me going to Canada to America, and she took everything down. And then so she was like, wow, Josephine, that's a lot. So now that you have said all this, can you prove it? I was like, well, prove? Too much proof. She was like, well, if you can prove it, then your case is very good. But if you don't have no proof, don't say something that you can't back it up. Don't lie, and just make sure you have proof of all this you're saying. I was like, yeah, I approve. She was like, okay. So what's the proof? And I started telling her, what proof? Like, you mean pictures of abuse? Or you mean psychological or emotional? Or what kind of like proof do you want to start from? Do you want to start from police reports? She was like, huh, what do you have? So I started from, I have more pictures. I started from this picture right here. I was like, it was on my phone then. So he broke my phone. My phone was in the water. So I started from this picture right here. So I have more pictures and for tell more stories. So when I gave her the picture, when I showed her the picture on my phone, she was like, "Well, that's you." I said, "Yeah, that's little. That's even worse. Up to pushing me down the step, losing the baby, pregnancy, and yeah, staying in the hospital, almost got blind." She was like, "Well, police called her. So all this happened to you?" I said, "Yeah, this happened to me." How often? I'm talking. Hold on. How often this happened to you? Go back to I'm coming. How often this happened to you? I was like, this happened almost every week. Back up, sleep. Okay. But I just want to tell you something. Can I finish this video first? Okay. So go, I'm coming, so you can tell me. Okay. So she said, you have proof to back all this up. Close the door, China. I said, yes, I have proof to back this up. Sorry, my daughter come in the middle of the video. I try not to cry in front of the kids or. So give her pictures, give her police reports, give her everything. When I gave it to her, she was like, wow. So I got all this. I said, I got more. When I gave it to her, she was like, huh, how come? I was like, yeah, behind closed door, you see people happy, laughing, going by their daily business. And I'm coming to the shop with bruises in my face, covering it up with makeup. And sometimes crying, but people don't know why you're crying. You okay? Are you crying? Why are you crying for? Oh, I'm just crying because I miss my mom. Oh, I'm just crying because it's not easy for me. It's hard. But it's more to that crying. People don't know. Being abused. African community, they say marriage is for better for worse. You're supposed to stay with your husband even if he beats you or kill you or break your head. You're supposed to, I guess, stay with him because you don't want to be unmarried because everyone wants you to marry. If you're not married, they talk about you. Oh, that girl Josephine, she have 5 kids. She's not even with her husband. She's not married. She have kids here and she have kids there, but they would know your story. So give her everything, and then she started working on my case. She told me how much it was gonna cost. I told her, well, can't afford it. I talked to my brother. My brother was like, "Are you sure this lady can help you?" I was like, "The way she sounds like she can help me." And my brother was like, "Well, you want to give it a try?" I was like, "Let's give it a try. Why not? If we never try, we will never know if he can help me or not. So now we'll give it a try. And she told me the money. I was like, "I don't have money. Can I pay you like instrumental payment little by little?" She was like, "Yeah." She's very good. So we write an agreement, and I started making the payment. She started working on it, and before you know it, she sent all the paperwork to immigration. Before she sent it to immigration, I went to Miss Nicole, East Orange Police Department, and I told Miss Nicole, the lady that she used to work in Babyland. So I told her, I was like, you can help me with some documents. You're like, Joseph, what do you want? I told Miss Nicole everything. I said, well, I need to get my green card so can be able to leave this abusive marriage. She was like, Joseph, I'm going to help you. When I finish helping you, promise me you're going to leave. I was like, yeah, Miss Nicole, I'm going to leave. And then Miss Nicole went in there, print in some police reports, and put a seal on it, and give me a letter, and we put everything together, put a police seal, like coming from East Orange Police Department, the head office, the head of a detective, giving a letter to you to immigration. So when I gave it to the lawyer, it was like on open package. That's to immigration. My lawyer was like, wow, Josephine, you got a good case. We put it in, and then we'll put it in. God so kind, everything was coming, approve, 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 you know. So that's how everything was coming. Put in my WAVA case, VAWA, it was approved. Put in my U visa case, it was approved. God was so kind, the lawyer was so good, so everything got approved, and then yeah. So when everything got approved, I got my green card. I was able to get my license and put my car back in my name. So my husband didn't even know that I got my papers. So when I tell him I want to register the car back in my name, he said, "You think your Nigeria passport can help you?" No, I don't have a Nigeria passport. I have a work permit. Well, your work permit is going to expire. You're not going to be able to renew your car. You're going to put the car back in my name again, leave the car in my name. I was like, no, that's my car. So I put the car back in my name. So the car become like mine. So sometimes he will take the key, he will leave. So guys, so the lawyer helped me to get my green card. So I was using my lawyer address because if my husband see my paper from immigration, he might rip it up, he might throw it in garbage. I don't know what he might do. So I was very scared. So I used my lawyer address, and so when my lawyer have a letter, she would just come to the shop and give it to me. She was so helpful, and yeah. So I used my lawyer address. My lawyer used her address for everything. So when they sent me my green work permit, and I was able to get a driver license, like I said. So now I have a green card coming up. I have to go to the interview. So when I went to the interview, when the interview was coming up, my lawyer called me, Josephine, your case is very good. If you have more proof, we need to present this case right now. And I was like, okay. So we present the case to the lawyer, immigration. When I went to the immigration office, immigration was like, how long have you been married? I was like, almost 10 years now. You still pregnant by this man? I was like, that time I was pregnant with China. Can you believe going through that and still pregnant with I was having a restraining order and all that, so it was easy. I had to go drop a restraining order. When I went to see the immigration judge, I was so scared because I was pregnant. I was not even supposed to be pregnant by this man. I was not even supposed to be around him, and I'm pregnant by him. So how is that even possible? So when the lady asked me, then I started crying. The lady was like, you don't have to cry. That we're here to help you. Did you get public assistance? I said, yeah, I do. how are you able to take care of your kids? I say, yeah, I get public assistance, I get food stamp, and yeah, and I work, and I do hair. I will do anything, to take care of my kids. So that's what I was doing. So when I was doing that, now I went to the interview, and guess what happened? God was so kind. Instead of 2 years green card, they gave me 10 years. So now when they gave me 10 years, um, I told my husband I was going to Nigeria. He didn't believe me. So after 10 years green card, the lawyer sent it to me. I put it on the table for him. He said, I tell him I have my green card. He said, no, that's a work permit. You think you can go to Nigeria with a work permit? He laughed in my face. I was like, okay, we'll see if I have a green card or not. So guys, that's how I get my green card from domestic violence case. So guys, stay tuned. I'm gonna tell you the part when I went to Nigeria. I think that's gonna be part 6. So I'm gonna take a break. Like I took a break for a while and I didn't tell my story I was posting. So like for more, make sure you subscribe, and so yeah, more story coming up of my life, and I'm still looking for someone to write my book. If you know anyone that can write my book and publish me and help me with whatever, please, my email address is gonna be on my video down below. So if you have anybody, you can publish my book. I have my story type out and everything. If you know anybody, I want to write a book. I want to create awareness for domestic violence. Okay, I want to help people out there who need help. Ever since I told my story, I know people have been reaching out to me, and God is so great. Where I am right now, I'm happy with my kids, and yeah. So click the notification button and like and comment and let me know. And yeah, I will tell you my parts of how I went to Nigeria. I come back. So stay tuned, like for more, and make sure you hit the notification button when I post a video. We just let you know just have been post a video. So thank you guys for supporting me, and thank you for being there. Love you guys. Bye.